A local cancer awareness nonprofit rang in a new era today. Gilda's Club Madison is now Gilda's Club Wisconsin. The organization held a symbolic ribbon cutting at its Middleton headquarters to celebrate the name change, bringing together communities affected by cancer diagnoses around the state. Gilda's Club was named after late comedian Gilda Radner, a testament to its mission of uniting people in humor and good faith.
It's not all doom and gloom. There is hope, and finding those moments of hope and levity can help people get through those darkest days.
Gilda's Club has served the greater Madison community for 18 years. Staff say they look forward to upcoming fundraising events, including a mini golf outing happening in April.